My name is Jordan Ammon, and after taking the survey based on my dispositions, I understand that the special education teacher's role in supporting, improving, planning, practice, upholding professional expectations and ethics, and collaboratively advancing the profession is some of the most important work we will do. It is our job as the education specialist to support our students. They always have to come first, and their needs, no matter what they are what we need to be focusing on always. Additionally, we must support our colleagues and those general education teachers who are also working so closely with our students. In order for our students to be successful in a broad range of environments, we have to make sure we are working as a team to support them. I've worked very closely alongside the science department this year as my first year teaching. I am the education specialist assigned to that department, meaning I co-teach with other science teachers, general education, and I also modify all of the curriculum. So they come up with the base of the curriculum, focusing on the next generation science standards, and I modify it so that all students are able to access it. This also includes modifying for a broad range of learners, not just special education, but GATE as well as English language learners. When I do that, I am helping them by creating instructions so they're able to focus on implementing that IEP. I'm able to help them ease some of that transition for them so that they aren't overwhelmed with the number of students that they have based on the inclusion push in our state. It's very important for us to uphold professional expectations. So I really focus on encouraging those general education teachers and those other members of the team to follow the IEP to fidelity. When we collaborate together and modify and work as one team, our students are going to be so much more successful. Based on the disposition surveys, I realized I strongly agreed with most, actually all, of those statements. This is going to help me become a more successful teacher because I have that strong foundation of personal conviction and duty to my job and to my students. I understand that my job is very legal and all of the documents, the IEP documents, are legally binding. And so recognizing that and helping others to understand that as well is a huge part of our job. Additionally, having a strong moral code and strong ethics will help us to stay true to who our students need us to be. Sometimes we are that light for them, and really just making sure we set that example from the start. My personal biases are very important for me to understand as I enter this field. I grew up going to school 5 minutes away from where I work now, and just that the difference within 5 minutes can really make. I grew up not experiencing a lot of violence, not experiencing a lot of struggle, but the things my students go through are overwhelming to me. And understanding that my religious beliefs or political views or cultural differences really do play an impact on the way I teach, and trying to understand where my students are. Many of them live in single one-bedroom apartments with multiple families, and just the struggle that would be not even having your own bed. And just recognizing that as they come to school each day, making sure they have food in their bellies and someone is making sure that they're loved and cared for is just very important to me. So understanding these biases and ways that I view the world and our outlooks is very important as we enter this field as well. In order to best encourage and support our students, we really need to understand what they're going through. We need to understand how they learn and how they're able to access the curriculum. And by just putting ourselves in their shoes and really trying to see the world and the curriculum as they do will help us to be more empathetic and encouraging always.